a movie.
Didn't hear no bell. Hi everyone. Oh man, I gotta figure out that weird intro thing. I'm trying to keep it a little more loose this time. Okay, you know what? We're gonna get into the review now. All right, this here is my review of the movie Together, which I saw a little while back. Did not really get the chance to review it until now. I have been pretty much swamped and not really have gotten a chance to do it, but I'm going to share my quick thoughts on this. Don't think this is going to be that long of a video. I'm not going to spoil a lot about this movie, so if you do want to know a lot about it, like look into it. I'm going to say like the basic premise of the movie. So in this, Dave Franco and Alison Brie. Oh well, you can see the trailer. I'm going to spoil that part at least. You can see. I'm tired. That's what's happening right now. Dave Franco and Alison Brie play this couple that and they had moved out to the country, out of the big city, and are trying to make their relationship work. They're very codependent on each other, and then something happens to them where they literally start physically coming together to the point where they are fusing together. And I'm going to stop it at that because that's basically the premise of this. It's fun body horror stuff. If you It's not the craziest body horror out there, I will say that, but the bits that are in there are very fun. I will say that, and I will say this was a much more fun movie than I thought it would be. The trailers for this made it seem like a much creepier movie, which, yeah, it's a very unsettling movie. The bits of body horror that are in this are very unnerving to, like, watch. But it also helps that this movie is actually really funny in a lot of parts, which, granted, I mean, I think I understand that. I think Dave Franco and Alison Brie are very fun comedic actors. I mean, on top of that, they're also married, so it helps that like you could be like you could do a movie like this and oh, I forgot to loop it. See, that's what happens when you're tired. That's what happens when you're tired. But seeing that and their chemistry in this, well, their relationship, at least their characters' relationships, are going through tumultuous times, you really believe that. And I feel like that is like the X factor behind this movie. The other supporting performances are good. I wish I looked up who plays Millie's co-worker in this, who I really liked his performance in this. But there the weird cultish vibes that are coming off of this movie is very fun. And again, not what I expected from this. But I really think it works in its favor. It never overplays the comedy a lot. I would not call it a comedy. It just has funny moments that come from the situation that they're in. And it always feels natural. None of the laughs in this are coming from, getting rid of the scares. Like there are some bits that are terrifying and some that are played for laughs, and you can see like there's a difference between the two in this, and I really appreciated that. And another thing that I would like to mention, which I put the pieces together on this only because I was talking with a buddy of mine a few weeks ago about this. If this movie had like come out in the 90s or something like that, this feels like something that, like Roger Corman would be behind. Or even, oh, what's the guy's name? Well, no, oh, no, like Lloyd Kaufman in Trauma. It feels like that kind of premise. It is very much kind of even played off like that. And having that tone for this really set it apart from a lot of the different horror movies that have come out this year that are trying to be too funny or just trying to be too serious. It is in this gray area of, yeah, we know it's serious, but we can also have a little fun with this too. It kind of reminds me of like the original Final Destination before I mean, obviously those movies have become self-aware. But when the first one came out, it was very it's like a sort of goofy movie, but the characters are taking the situation pretty seriously. And that's something that I appreciated about this movie. I guess I'll say the actual body horror effects are small. They're not really. It's nothing that you haven't seen before. If you have seen body horror, I've seen a lot of substance comparisons. It does not get as crazy as that. But I feel like this is gonna be a favorite within the years. to come. I'm not saying this is a perfect movie. It's very small feeling, which, again, excuse me, I think that plays into its favor. There's a lot of different things here that I think just work out with this movie. Although it's not, there isn't really in anything in this that I would say is amazing, which is interesting because overall I did like the movie. And you know what? I think that summed up a lot of my thoughts. Excuse me. Oh my god. Ooh. Okay, we are gonna take down the icon here. There we go. All right, well, together, I think it's pretty fun. I wouldn't exactly say to like run out of your house and go to the theater for it. I would say this would be a fun, actually, funny enough, would this be a good date movie? That's an interesting take. To each your own. If this is like a date movie. So for Together, I am leaning around a B or a B plus territory with this. This is just a good. It's a good fun horror movie. I mean, it feels small scale. Sometimes you need movies like that get very ambitious within horror these days, or just in general, but mainly horror. It's been happening a lot. Uh, this does. I guess the term is elevated horror. This does not treat itself like an elevated horror movie at all. There are some elements that I would say that could be home in a movie like that, but I would not call this an elevated horror movie. It's still fun. If like your parents like horror movies, they could watch this and they wouldn't be thrown off by a weird ambiguous ending or whatever. I know that's the cliche for like elevated horror movies, but like this does not feel like one. This is not an elevated horror movie. And I really appreciated that, especially since that first trailer that came out really made it feel like one. But yeah, I'm pretty happy with Together. Yeah, I think that is going to be the end of the video.